Good morning everyone. So today's mobility is a lower back / hip mobility flow. I will talk over the video as normal, but it will target mainly hip, so you'll feel a small hip flex than anything. There's some few difficult stretches in there. Just take it as you feel you can. If you can't go quite as deep as I am, then kind of regress it and just go to wherever it feels comfortable. Enjoy. Okay, so the first move of the mobility flow is going to be a bent leg walkout. So with this one, it doesn't matter if your legs aren't straight, you want to almost go down into a crouch, walk your hands forwards, get down to a high plank position, and then walk yourself back up, okay? We're doing this just to warm up our shoulders, warm up our abs, make sure our legs are nice and warm as well, before we get into the big stretches. So this is just predominantly a warm-up. I've done 5 reps, you can go for as many as you feel comfortable with. Once you've done your few reps, you're going to go into the next one. Now you're going to start feet hip width distance apart. You're going to go into a nice low squat, come all the way back up to your feet, and then you're going to bend down, legs as straight as you possibly can, and tap the floor, okay? So nice and low in that squat, and then coming all the way down and tapping the floor. If you can't tap the floor, tap as low as you feel possible. The idea of this is to open out your hips and open out your lower back as well, really stretching up the hamstrings, so the back of the leg too, just to make sure that we're kind of a little bit warmer before we go into those deeper stretches. Okay, so this one is something called a sprinter's lunge. So you're going to step forwards and you're going to place your hands either side of your knee. So you don't want them both inside, you want them both on the outside of your knee, okay? You're going to sink your hip into it, and then when you're ready, you're going to change. You're going to hold it for like 4 to 5 seconds. And exactly the same with the other side, so that foot goes on the inside of your hands, okay? You're going to do 3 on each leg with that hold, and then you're going to step backwards and switch legs. When you step backwards, you want to step to a full standing position, and then step forwards into that lunge. You don't want your back knee to touch the floor. And once you finish this last little lunge, you're going to walk yourself straight back up to the top, and then you're going to walk yourself forwards. Just before you get down to flat, you're going to go into your hands and knees, okay? From here, you're going to go cat-camel, so rounding your back and arching your back. Again, making sure your pelvic tilting right at the top and you're looking forwards when you arch, okay? This is just to loosen out your lower back before you go into anything else, all right? Go for 5 to 6 reps, depending on how you feel, and then move on to the next one, okay? So I like to stretch out my shoulders after I've done a cat-camel, so I sit back into a child's pose. You want to get yourself as close to the ground as possible, and you're going to sit back as much as you can, okay? You're going to let yourself sink into this stretch, and then when you're ready, you're going to come up onto your hands and knees, bring your left leg to the outside of your hands, and you're going to sink your hip forwards, okay? You're going to hold this for 5-6 seconds just to stretch yourself out, and then when you're ready, you're going to grab your back leg, and you're going to stretch out your quad, okay? So you want to bring that inside arm in to grab that back leg. You're not going to hold that on for very long. It's quite an intense stretch, so if you can't do that, wrap a towel around your foot if you wanted to still get that added stretch in, okay? And then when you're ready, drop that back leg down, and you're going to switch sides. So you want to do exactly the same on this other side, so bring your foot up to the outside of your hand. And then when you're ready, you're going to use the inside arm, so this will be your right arm, to grab your back leg. It can be a little bit tricky on some sides. This side I'm a lot tighter. And then you're going to try and lean forwards as much as you can, stretch out your hip flexor, okay? It can be quite difficult for some. This side's really difficult for me, so just regress it, use a towel if you need to, and go from there, all right? When you're ready, bring yourself back down, bring both feet back. Now this next one is a lot harder. So you're going to be doing that exactly the same, apart from you're going to have your foot flat in front of your hands. So you want to get it as far in front of your hands as you feel possible, okay? If you can only get your knee up to the outside of your hand, that's absolutely fine. So don't panic. And then again, just to push that stretch a little bit further, if you can go down onto your elbows, that would be amazing as well. But like I say, only go as far as you feel comfortable with and that your body will let you. Don't push it too much, just until you feel the stretch. You don't want it to be uncomfortable, you just want to be able to feel that stretch. Once you're done, bring that leg back around and then do exactly the same on the other side. So if you want to have a little stretch off in the middle, that's fine, but you're bringing your leg up just past your hands, so past where your shoulders are, dropping your hip, and then like I say, if you can get down to your elbows, try to get down to your elbows, but I appreciate it's quite difficult. I can only get one elbow down here, which is really annoying. And then when you're ready, you want to come up onto your hands from this stretch. Again, hold it for as long as you feel comfortable with, and then when you're ready, slowly come out of it and just stretch yourself out. So if you need to go back into that child's pose, that's absolutely fine. From this position, I want you to go into a downward dog. Just feel that stretch, and then when you're ready, walk your feet towards your hands and just hang at the bottom, okay? It doesn't matter if your legs aren't completely straight. You will just want to be able to feel that stretch in the back of your leg and your lower back, okay? From that position, you're going to bring yourself up so you're doing a halfway fold. So this is where you want your legs to be completely dead straight, so pushing your knees back so that your legs are completely straight. And you just want to kind of fold down to where you feel that stretch. So keeping your legs as straight as you can. Push your hands down your legs to see how far you can get your hands. And then when you feel that stretch, just hold it and hold that in position. And then when you're ready, roll yourself up and you are done.